South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg joins us on this snowy morning, another morning of snow.
Yet another one.
Let me ask you, a lot of counties are saying they're running low on salt or money to pay for plows. Is the city prepared to handle more snow?
We are, but we're also making contingency plans in case it continues to come at this pace. I checked in last week. We've got about 2,000 tons of snow, but we use about 200 every time there's a major snow event. So we are working to plan ahead, knowing that all across the region there's going to be a salt shortage at the end of this season if it continues the way it's been now.
Yeah, are you concerned that you might not be ready?
Well, the biggest issue is just cost. You know, at some cost you can do just about anything, but we got to make sure this doesn't hit the bottom line too hard. So as we get to the end of the first quarter, we'll be in a position to see what this has done to the bottom line. The good news is early in the year you can make some adjustments in the budget to make sure we can absorb the extra cost from that really harsh winter we've seen.
Yeah, really harsh. We've seen parking restrictions in the city to clear the streets, and we'll see that again this week, but it comes with a change.
That's right. We're asking people to stay tuned because this morning we're going to announce a new pattern in terms of the way that we're handling those parking restrictions, something that we think is going to make it more efficient and a little bit easier to know and remember what to do. So please stay tuned for more on that. We'll be putting it out later this morning.
And I wanted to ask you, the travel restrictions that we had in place earlier, last month, there was some concern about, people getting to work. I mean, it had to have a big economic impact. What goes into deciding that? You know,
it's one of the toughest calls you've got to make because by definition, you have to do it from a forecast in advance before you're 100% sure what's going to happen. On one hand, you want to keep businesses open, keep the city in business.
Right.
On the other hand, you got life safety concerns to worry about. So we had a conference call, got together with each of the county commissioners, sheriff, county emergency management personnel, and the mayors to discuss the right thing to do. And in this case, we thought the best thing for South Bend to do was to coordinate with the county, minimize confusion, and have our travel restrictions at the same time as they did.
All right. Switching gears, a lot of talk this week about South Bend Councilman Henry Davis Jr. and this controversial Facebook post. Do you think he needs to step down?
You know, it's really up to now the Council Rules Committee. They'll have a procedure on what to recommend, and after that, it's really up to the voters to decide how important this is and who their representative is. I just think it's important that we have a common council that can concentrate on its work, that we have a dignified public process, and the less drama we can have, the better, because we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you work closely with them. It has to impact the city.
That's right, and we've just got to keep our eye on the ball because we have issues from emergency snow removal to budget things coming down the pike, vacant and abandoned houses, crime. We really don't want to be distracted by sideshows.
All right, thank you for joining us this morning. I know the roads can't be that great out there this morning with all the snow.
It's a little rough, but our crews are on it, and I'll tell you, they are working hard.
All right, thanks. Let's toss it over.